It seems everybody want to be Diddy, or at least everybody think everybody is Diddy. Ray J is another one. Well, we've been talked about Ray J with the incident with Kai Cenat and I Show Speed and all them people. We had gone through this scenario of him being very weird with these young men, shower scenes and sleepovers and all that icky stuff. Well, Ray J's back in the news again. He got something to say about Miss Kardashian and Mama and her mama and her mama. Every time I say that, I think of Jesse Lee Peterson. Anyway, I digress. He say he's bringing forth a RICO case against them. Now, hey, look, with all things being crazy the way they are in Hollywood, I can't say no. I can't say it's not true. We all know how Kim got her start, right? Okay, she's not the most. She doesn't have the most scruples. Let's put it that way. Nor her, nor her mom. And then you add people like Diddy into the mix, Kanye into the mix, and he's got links to Diddy. Ray J is going to say something in this video, and I want y'all to hear it yourself, and you can make the assumptions for yourself whether or not you think he's making any sense. Ray J, take it away, Jay.
This federal RICO though, on KK and Kris. Ooh, the federal RICO I'm about to drop. Anybody know Kim and cool with Kim? They need to tell her now. The rain is coming. The feds is coming.
Hey, right.
The feds is coming. It's nothing I can do about it. It's worse than Diddy. It's worse than Diddy. It's worse than Diddy. The feds are coming to investigate. Yeah, because it's like, I can't be the dirty guy no more.
Now, hear me out. If what he's saying is true, can we look at maybe some other things to see if there might be a monicum of proof to what he's saying? So let's take a look back into the Kardashians' history and see exactly who they've dealt with. Okay. So we know, of course, Kim. Let's put Kim to the front right now. We know who Kim is. We know how Kim got her popularity, and it was not from standing straight up. It was from a different horizontal position. So we understand that. We also understand that her mother entertained the ideas throughout her youth of how to do this. Then when we incorporate all the people that they've had circulating through the house, not limited to, but including Mr. Justin Bieber, could it have been an MO for them to have certain things taking place with their home where they've trafficked people through under the guise of either friendship or the Kardashian empire? Now, we all know the RICO thing. This is probably where his case may fall apart. I don't necessarily know what criminal enterprise or who they can incorporate into this RICO case to say that is just like with Diddy. You know, they couldn't prove other people as part of this racketeering RICO thing. Could that be the same issue with Miss Kardashian and the Kardashians themselves? Unless, of course, he might know something about the inner workings of who they trafficked, and not limited to just women, but maybe in the idea that they passed Justin around throughout the family. Could that have constituted a format of the RICO case, especially if they yielded some money from it, if they handed him off to, say, like people like Diddy, and Diddy was involved in that? Could that be where they're bringing all the information for this RICO supposed case in? Remember, we're just looking at the merits on the surface of whether or not this could make any sense. On the surface, it does make sense. I can see it happening, especially if you look at the way Kim treated Ye's kids. Okay, now, again, I'm not saying that she did anything with the kids, but I'm also not saying that she didn't. We're just looking at the aspects of what could constitute this RICO case. And if he's saying it's worse than Diddy, and we know what they didn't prove with Diddy, and then we can ask what didn't Diddy do, and what did Diddy do, but what they say Diddy did do, Diddy didn't do. Try saying that 10 times fast. So is that going to be the case with Kim and this so-called RICO case that Ray J thinks he has against the Kardashians? Are they immune to it? Nope. We have seen enough, at least in their personal life, to maybe assume that it could be possible. Proof has yet to show up. But could it be possible? 100% it could be possible. The question now remains is what's provable. Remember, with the same thing with Diddy, many things can be assumed and charged and said this is what they're doing. The burden of proof now has to come into play to show whether or not there is a case for it. And if we do end up hearing some ridiculous things that make no sense, don't be surprised if we come across the case and say that don't make no sense. She's not guilty, but we do know that she's a perv, just like with Diddy. We also know Ray J is a perv, just like Diddy. He out there spraying baby oil on camera. Diddy's not on camera to us seeing it. This guy's been doing it in the showers and stuff. So can I trust his word? Nah, maybe not. But I also can't trust the Kardashians. So the lesser of two evils I'm gonna pick. There's a more sordid history with the Kardashians, even if you link in the Ray J connection to Whitney Houston. Even with that, I still have to go with the battle being won in terms of who has more degeneracy with the Kardashians. And I can link more things to their circle of influence than I can to Ray J's. So if there is a RICO case that he's quite possibly bringing to the table, and he claims it's worse than Diddy, the only way I can see that happening is if they incorporate certain big name artists when they were kids involved in it. And if by that proxy, they also brought in random people to do things, and it would explain why people like Justin Bieber have turned out the way they have. Maybe he's not the only one. Maybe we might even hear about Aaron Carter. We might even hear about him. We might hear about his history coming into this. It could. I'm not saying it's even going to take off or that he even has a valid case. But if he does have something, there are other factors that could be incorporated into this RICO case that could indeed end up crashing the Kardashian empire. I can't say that I will miss the empire. It's been a form of degeneracy for a long time. So I can't say, oh my, I wish they would stay around, meet the Kardashians. Nope, wouldn't care. In fact, I might even a little bit of an applause that it's off the air. I might. We'll see. But if y'all know something more about it, other than what Ray J has been saying, I mean, we've covered the Kardashians and what they're capable of for a long time now. But this is a whole different aspect, and maybe, just maybe, might actually be some validity to it. And if that's the case, then it does go to court. This could be bigger than the Diddy case, because it might actually incorporate people that we actually have heard talked about it. And it might actually bring Diddy back to the forefront and have him testify about certain things. Imagine him and Kanye having to testify against the Kardashians. Now that, whoo-wee. You thought Montel and Jerry Springer was crazy. Wait till you see that happen in the courtroom. And we might actually come to witness it, see what that happens. Let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know if you think that the Kardashians are indeed capable of having a RICO enterprise and possibly sex trafficking on top of that. And if you thought that them peddling around Justin Bieber, as the rumor suggests, might incorporate this idea, please let us know what you think. And you think, or Ray J just off his block looking for attention, and there's no such thing that he's bringing to the table. He just wants to stay relevant. Let us know that too. But also, if you think he's also irrelevant, but somebody could bring a RICO case against the Kardashian, and both can be true at the same time, let us know in the comment section below as well. We look forward to reading your comments on this one.